Hey folks, this is Mike here with the second level in this open RCT, or rather, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 playthrough. We can go ahead and start the electric fields. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward map, I think. Looking at the requirements here, 700 guests by year 2. So not a whole lot in terms of requirements. So I don't think this will be particularly difficult, but time will tell. We'll see. We'll see how she goes, and at least for this one here, we'll try a couple different things. So, looking at kind of looking at the previous video, if you watched it, of course. You will have noticed that we kind of learned some stuff, right? We learned that there's some good strategies in terms of what you should build early, and one of those things is you probably should build the thrill rides first, because the thrill rides are pretty good when it comes to making money, and that was kind of an issue I ran into for a while there, which is kind of sitting around waiting for money to roll in. Now, it's not usually a huge issue, right? Because we can actually speed up the game quite a bit. So I wouldn't say it was disastrous. I started with a lot of these more casual rides, but for the most part, I think it would have helped if we did roll in the more serious rides first. So I'll kind of forget about this area. If we do want to build stuff up here, the important part is always keep that information center somewhere helpful. You kind of want everyone to walk by it on the way in. That way they can get their map and whatever. If you put the kiosk, if you start hiding it further into the level, people have a tendency to get lost. That's not always a good thing. Alright, I forgot to change this too. As usual, thrill rides, first priority. Okay. So I'm not going to try and do like super fancy pathing in this one. We'll kind of use existing pathing and have some fun with that. We'll see how she goes. Don't want to charge too much. I want to charge some money, but not too much. Oh yeah, and the other thing we also learned was being able to build that ATM seems pretty helpful when you're trying to get some people in your park to stay there, right? Because retention's pretty important when you're trying to hit certain objectives. So you do want to try and keep a fair amount of people in the park if possible. And if you happen to get the ATM, it's a good way to keep a lot of people, because at least they'll have a way to get more money. So as long as they're happy, they'll probably stick around. And when you get people sticking around, well, that's really good when you have guest requirements. I just overwrote a litter bin. We'll try and keep him. Okay, try and keep him the same style. Okay, so we got that first ride down. We'll get the swinging ship going as well. Oh, we can use this is a camera angle I had seen before. That worked really well. Yeah, see, it works everywhere on this map. Mind you, since I am playing, a version of this game that's still in active development, this thing, it does see daily builds. So you can actually get a good idea of one of these videos if you look at the version on the main screen. You could probably sit down and track when I'm doing these, because these are daily builds. It sees, some cases seems this seems to get 2 or 3 daily builds. So a lot of just small changes, small improvements. But the end result is, yeah, we've got a totally playable re-implementation of Roller Coaster Tycoon, which, at least for me, I think that's a phenomenal thing. Alright, we gotta tend to some demands here eventually, so let's get some basic food and drink out of the way. And maybe get people to buy t-shirts while we're at it. And we should probably build a more that's trying to see if I can sneak something into this gap. The Ferris wheel wouldn't work because put it there. I could loop the entrance. Oh yeah, it'll work there. I don't want a big entrance. Honestly, Ferris wheels don't seem to be the most popular rides, in a sense. There always seems to be people wanting to go on them, kind of line up, but yeah. It's also the fact it's like rotation, stop, let 2 people off, let 2 people on, rotate, stop, 2 more off, 2 more on. It doesn't seem like a ride that actually gets a lot of people moving. Also, I looked at the previous 2 videos I did, and just kind of panning around the camera doesn't seem that bad. When I was running it on Quad HD, okay, some people are complaining about the rain. Okay, people are on the rain. That's fine. When I was recording in Quad HD, I definitely noticed that the quality is a lot more problematic on. Oh, I should learn to read. The date's right there. Trying to mouse over, say, okay, we're April. What day are we? Yeah. Sometimes I should learn to read, or at least pay a bit more attention. Just for shits, how small are these? I know I've talked about me and prefabs being best buddies. Oh, this will actually, yeah, that will actually work. Because the exit. Yeah, I don't tend to use. I should spend more time doing custom designs, but I don't know. That's always how I've played. I did go on my way. I did make a couple designs in the previous level, so I was pretty happy about that. So yeah, general strategy. You see me hire a lot of the dudes at the start. It's probably not very efficient. I could probably get away with 1 of each. But I also don't want to really find myself having to think about it much. I think maybe next scenario I'll try and pay a bit more attention to that and think about, not just hiring a bunch of dudes right off the bat. But the reason I do it, ooh, if I put that there, big lineup. put it here. I can maybe... Well, you know what? It doesn't really need that big of a lineup. The more I think about it, the more it's like, nah, you know what? It doesn't need much of a lineup, and I don't really want to give it. Oh, actually, that's fine. But yeah, I don't want to give it too much of a lineup anyways. It's a hell of a popular ride. And it goes by fairly quickly as well. I did the classic mistake of putting benches there. So I'm not going to try and do like the previous game there. Have all the pukey rides in one place and all the other ones. You know, like I mentioned at the beginning, we'll keep it pretty straightforward here. Just use the existing pathing. Not liking this though. There's a lot of people walking here. I should probably put a blockade and a blockade here, so you can come in the park this way, but you have to leave around the other way. Just to try and separate out people. So if you do wind up going down this path, you kind of come back. So a lot of these are people just bouncing. Yeah. Let's try and do that. Again, not necessarily an efficient thing to do, but here we'll kind of stay in theme somewhat. Cool. Also, the idea here is if technically a lot of the AI is doing decisions based off of like, hey, well, I don't know, I'm guessing at this point, to be honest. But it seems like they just randomly choose a direction, so it'll stop them from bouncing off here. At least by the time they get to this corner, you know, they might have seen a ride or something they're interested in. And if they didn't, well, they'll loop back around and you know, they'll be on their way. It also guarantees if you happen to go down here, guess what? You get another trip through. Buy yourself a park map, know where you want to go. Oh boy. That's always a funny scenario. Let's try and do this thing. There. We'll stop him from trying to turn left into the land there. As soon as you got one idiot does that, the other boat comes out and now they're jamming up and trying to figure out where the heck they want to go. So yeah, I think this one's going pretty good. We're already halfway through. It's halfway, right? It's 600? 700. Okay. And obviously our I find rating is kind of a non-issue, honestly, for a lot of these levels. A lot of these scenarios, the rating is really, really easy. The guess count can be a little tough at times. What am I trying to accomplish here? Man, it is pretty late. I probably should record these at more reasonable hours. I feel like bumper cars always has a hard time. I wonder how many people have actually taken the time to do like statistically break down a lot of these things. Yeah, I'm sure there's like a... I don't know. I was looking at that. If you look at the cheats menu, there's different intensity stuff. And isn't there? Oh, it's this one, right? Yeah. There's like a... There seems to be like a shift in terms of intensity, what they prefer. So I'm wondering if that's actually a scenario per scenario thing, because a lot of the cheats are just reusing, you know, they're just reusing existing functions, if you will. Oh, some of these guys are buying maps and just turning around. So yeah, I kind of do wonder if they do that with parks, like certain parks. You know, surprisingly, people like less intense rides. In certain parks, people are like, "Yo, we want that crazy stuff," you know. We want to be puking our brains out every time. Well, actually, no, that's nausea rating, not necessarily intensity. I think that's what I determined, right? It was like 10 high or something last time. 10 high, like real slow. I could probably go higher, but I felt, yeah, that feels close to what I remember in terms of people's preferred, or in terms of the numbers at least, the preferred intensity and whatnot. Oh yeah, I totally forgot, eh? I built this at the beginning. I didn't give him a nice place to go sit and eat. That was a bit of an oversight on my part. Should have thought about that. Oh damn. Okay, this is the right camera. That not really an issue. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to it. It's nice to pay it off, but like I don't think it's that much of a priority trying to pay it off. You don't really get much benefit. Oh, it's whatever, 5%. Well, actually, is it 10,000? Yeah, it's still a fair amount of money. Actually, that's not that much. Oh, 5 per year. Okay. Yeah, that's actually not much at all. Like, in a way, unless the scenario asks for it, I guess. Because I believe one of the scenarios is to pay off your loan. Don't pay off your loan? And that's kind of the thing that a lot of big companies do as well. They don't bother paying off their loan. I remember reading something about that where it was like, it was kind of like a good thing, like carrying debt was, how can I say this? For a lot of big companies, carrying debt literally had zero impact. And so, why would you pay debt, right? Because they're getting all these like loans from huge companies, interest and whatever. Like I don't understand most of this stuff. should probably stop talking. Someone out there probably does know what I'm talking about. They're like, they'll be better at explaining it than I ever will be. Yeah, see what I mean? I kinda screwed up there when I said I didn't build benches for these people. People like to sit and eat. It's kind of important to build adequate seating for them. Also, that part where I said it was gonna stay on theme with those garbage cans, I totally screwed that up. Just throw a couple more cans around. Someone should come and sweep that. I feel like I need a dedicated spot. Yes. Yeah, because not a lot of people get sick from the twist. Some of people get sick. It's that one, the inverted. So if I have another nauseous rut, I should probably put it there. That way this dude just patrolling this area can deal with it. Also, he should grab at least some of the garbage bins. Yeah, one of the things I notice a lot too is like people taking pictures and stuff of rides. I don't remember that. Like I don't remember that from the first game. I seem to remember some, oh, do this or whatever, and you know, you'll get a guy running around the park taking pictures. So I always remember that being a thing, but presumably in this game, and some of the added features, that happened to be one of them. Oh yeah, I was gonna build the magic carpet, never did. Can we just like build it here? I don't think people get sick off of that ride that much. So I'll build it here. I can't find toilets in my park. What? Yo. It's right there. Oh jeez, they're all people eating. Oops. Accidentally clicked out of the window there for a second. We lost audio. Man. I remember that being a problem too. And the fix might just be put another one here. As stupid as that sounds. Okay, we're making profit. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Just to try and fix the complaint too. Having a lot of people complain about it is generally not a good thing. Yeah, we're getting some people here. Oh. Okay. We're getting some people. Any more of them complaining? We're in more obvious places. Okay. Okay. A lot of people are just complaining for the sake of complaining. Okay, well that's... Look, the idea here is it's on the main path now. And it seems to be doing okay. 68, yeah, not as many people as the other one. Okay. Oh, hey. We gotta... fix that. Not really gonna bother with the... trying to get the ATM here. I don't think we're gonna hit that point where it's even important. I'll put one of these first aid things here, see if that gives... if that helps us at all. So that way I can get rid of him. Alright, sick people. Look, if they're sick people, they'll make their way there. It's how I roll. Oh, we're still getting it from that. Okay. So I'll build that right I've been wanting to build for a while now. Just thinking of putting it here. Kind of diverting some people off a little bit. Here we'll build a little bridge path, if you will. Oops. I accidentally resized my window. Let me fix that again. Perfect. So in case you're wondering, I do play windowed mode for the sake of performance / easier to upload on YouTube, easier to record, and you know, if you're looking at it, I don't have to scale it up necessarily, because if I run in Quad HD, then I have to scale the game up. This resolution 720 happens to work pretty darn well for this game. Why is there a lot of sick people here, of all places? Weird. Or is it just because I don't... This might be because I don't have people making their way here regularly enough. I'm trying to build another first aid thing. See if that actually work. They don't seem to be particularly effective. I'll just hire 2 new guys. Oops, keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, let's throw them down there. Yeah, other than that, look, it's a nice resolution to work at. You know, 720, it's not too big. I can run at lower bit rates as well, while still maintaining good quality. So it just happens to be a nice all-around resolution, I suppose. I clicked out there just to make sure I actually did resize it right. Oh, I might be off by 1 pixel. Oh well. Deal with it. I'm sure with compression YouTube does on top of this video, I'm sure that 1 pixel won't show much. There's actually an option, I should probably enable it. Is it this one? No. Oh, maybe it's in the launcher. There's a launcher as well that you can download. Optional launcher, mind you. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that works. By chopping the mouse, my mouse doesn't go off screen. Alright, so we're getting a little stale on the guests. We need to do something to get... Shuttle, is this the one I think it is? Yeah! Yo, these roller coasters are really cool. Alright, so since sick people... Probably gonna get some sick people. Let's put them here. Should probably put the entrance there. I put the entrance there to keep for efficiency, but it's probably not going to be too important to maximize that space. Okay. Try it out. Whew. Holy hell. That's such a short ride. I was also thinking the corkscrew one. So you go up, corkscrew, whatever, come back down. That one honestly works too. I should look for the corkscrew one. I've done one of these. I've done the corkscrew one before. It's kind of cool, but it's like I don't know. It is a fun roller coaster because it's not the lineup. It tends to be somewhat short, right? Because it is a somewhat short ride. A lot of people want to go to like the big wooden roller coasters and whatnot. So, yeah, this happens to be like a shorter one. It's a lot easier. Is this the one? Wait, no. Nope. Cobra. Yeah. Yeah, this is... I'm fairly certain this is the exact setup I've seen before. I've rode on before. Honestly, not that surprising, right? It's a successful formula. It's also not a particularly long or expensive roller coaster for a park to build. So, you know, it makes sense. Makes sense why. I'm sure a lot of you out there who've been to theme parks have probably seen a similar roller coaster design. Cool. We gotta charge more for this one, obviously. So, you know, it is better. How is that? Oh, right. Okay. Get pulled in, do that. Yeah, I almost have a feeling this is like a standard, you know, whatever company. Holy crap, that's going fast. I might as well just, you know, just for extra safety, just add a little bit of extra track. Because after all, it's not like this game has any safety precautions per se beyond that. Hey, you added an extra piece of track. Therefore, your ride's a little safer that way. Oh, I didn't let it test. Shoot. was gonna say it is going a little fast. I forgot that I do have to speed up a notch. Do you have to remember that? Let's throw a couple of these rides together. Huh. Wow, okay. So we're on the same for the nauseous rating. Very low nausea rating for this. Surprising, not surprising. Excitement though, holy. Off the charts. Hey, we're about to win this one, I think. Half an hour? That's not bad at all. Let's, what was that message there? Oh, circus. Yeah, I think this level went pretty well. Nothing too crazy. I think it would have been a good idea to probably cut off a lot of the pathing there. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy about this level. The shorter objective is pretty nice. So let's go ahead and put our name in here. That's a... Let's go ahead and save. File. We'll just call it that. I usually put numbers on the end. But it's going to be my only save for that one. There you go, that's Electric Fields. Much nicer level than Crazy Castle, you know, just having that shorter objective there. Now, yeah, Factory Capers, you know, not as demanding as Crazy Castle, but not as quick as Electric Fields. We'll see how we go about that one. But I am getting a bit more experience kind of getting back into this. So I think we might be able to do it in a pretty reasonable pace here. But with that said, that's another level down. So we'll end this video here. And I'll catch you guys next time.